gentlemen, happy Wednesday to you all. We're almost halfway through the week and back to doing our regular journal openers. Date is October 5th today, and we are going to be doing something a little bit different with our opener. We practiced on Monday kind of talking about your journal and what it's asking you to do. Today we have a list of vocabulary terms for the text that we are going to be reading. So before I turn you guys loose to write these vocabulary terms down, we are actually going to say them out loud as a class. That way you hear them, you hear how they're pronounced, and we can kind of talk about their definitions. So just like when we do our short constructed response, and we do the choral reading together, you guys remember doing that? Yeah. Alright, we're going to choral read these definitions, and we'll talk a little bit about what they mean. This first one, these are, I still am not sure how to pronounce this, cumbias. Let's go ahead and read this line together as a class on my count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Cumbias, salsas, traditional Latin American styles of dance. How many of you guys have ever heard of like a salsa dance? Alright. Maybe a cumbia? How many of you guys have heard of a cumbia? I haven't heard about that one in a couple. Let's talk now about this next one here on my count of 3. We're going to read it out loud and the definition. 1, 2, 3. Ranchera, traditional style of Mexican music. How many of you guys have heard of ranchera music? Alright, a couple of you guys. Maybe you think that's enough and listen to it if I can find one. This next one on my count of 3, let's say this one out loud. It's intern. 1, 2, 3. Intern, someone who is studying to be a doctor. So in this case of this story that we're going to read, the intern is someone who's not a doctor yet, but studying to be one. This next one, kitchenette, we're going to read it in the definition out loud again on my count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Kitchenette, a small kitchen. This next one, two-room flat, is something you've heard of already. On my count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Two-room flat, a 2-bedroom apartment. Alright, this one's pretty short and sweet. Currency, again, on my count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Currency, money. And the last one, you guys may remember this from 7th grade, characterization. How many of you guys remember characterization? Alright, let's go ahead and read this one out loud, and we'll talk about it a little bit on my count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Characterization, the use of vivid traits to describe a character. So characterization, that's anything that you see in the story, whether it's, oh no, my computer went down. Whether it's directly stated or something you have to infer, but those are those traits about a character that describe them, that kind of either paint a mental picture or tell you what their motivations are. We'll talk about that a little bit more with the story that we are reading. You guys have, I'm going to give you about 8 minutes today since we took a little extra time to go over the words. Make sure that when you finish writing these terms and definitions that you find a reading project to work on. You guys have 8 minutes, you make it.